Everyone wants to know the secret to winning in life. They want the formula, the hack, the shortcut that will guarantee success. They search for it in books, seminars, courses, and conversations with successful people. They think there's some hidden knowledge, some secret strategy that separates winners from losers. Here's the truth. There is a secret to winning in life, but it's not what most people think it is. It's not a strategy, a tactic, or a technique. It's not something you do occasionally when you feel motivated. It's something you become, something you embody, something that defines who you are at your core. The secret to winning in life is becoming the kind of person who wins. It's developing the mindset, the habits, the character traits, and the daily practices that make success inevitable rather than accidental. It's about internal transformation that leads to external results. Most people have this backwards. They think they need to achieve success first, and then they'll become successful. They think they need to get the results first, and then they'll develop the habits that created those results. They think they need to win first, and then they'll become winners. But that's not how it works. You become a winner first, and then you win. You develop the mindset of success first, and then you achieve success. You transform yourself internally first, and then your external circumstances transform to match your internal reality. This is why lottery winners often end up broke again within a few years. They receive the external trappings of success without developing the internal qualities that create and sustain success. They got the money without getting the mindset. They won the lottery, but they weren't winners. True winners understand that success isn't an event, it's a process. It's not something that happens to you, it's something you create. It's not about getting lucky, it's about getting better. It's not about finding the right opportunity. It's about becoming the right person for the opportunity. So what does it mean to become a winner? What are the internal qualities that separate winners from everyone else? What are the characteristics that make success inevitable rather than accidental? First and foremost, winners take complete responsibility for their lives. They understand that they are the author of their own story, the architect of their own destiny, the CEO of their own life. They don't blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for their results. They look in the mirror and ask, what can I do differently? This level of personal responsibility is both empowering and it's empowering because it means you have the power to change your life. It's terrifying because it means you can't blame anyone else for where you are right now. Everything in your life, your income, your relationships, your health, your happiness, is ultimately your responsibility. Most people resist this level of responsibility because it's easier to blame external factors for their lack of success. It's easier to point to the economy, their upbringing, their lack of opportunities, or their bad luck than it is to look at their own choices, habits, and actions. But winners embrace this responsibility because they understand that responsibility equals power. When you accept responsibility for your results, you gain the power to change those results. When you blame external factors, you give away your power to those factors. Second, winners have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. They believe that their abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. They see challenges as opportunities to grow, failures as opportunities to learn, and obstacles as opportunities to get stronger. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are set in stone. They think they're either good at something or they're not, smart enough or they're not, talented enough or they're not. This mindset leads to avoiding challenges, giving up easily, and seeing effort as a sign of weakness. Winners understand that the brain is like a muscle. It gets stronger with use. They understand that any skill can be developed, any knowledge can be learned, any habit can be changed. They're not afraid of looking stupid while they're learning something new because they know that temporary incompetence is the price of long-term mastery. Third, winners are obsessed with continuous improvement. They're never satisfied with good enough. They're always looking for ways to get better, to grow, to improve. They understand that if you're not getting better, you're getting worse, because everyone around you is improving. This doesn't mean that they're never satisfied or never celebrate their wins. It means they use their wins as fuel for even bigger wins. They use their success as evidence that even greater success is possible. They see every achievement as a stepping stone, not a destination. Winners are students for life. They read books, take courses, attend seminars, hire coaches, and seek mentors. They're always learning, always growing, always expanding their knowledge and skills. They understand that the investment in themselves is the best investment they can make. Fourth, winners have incredible discipline and self-control. They do what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. They don't wait for motivation, they create momentum through action. They don't rely on willpower. They build systems and habits that make success automatic. Discipline is the difference between what you want now and what you want most. It's the ability to choose long-term success over short-term comfort. It's the strength to do the right thing even when the wrong thing feels better in the moment. Most people think discipline is about restriction, limitation, and sacrifice. Winners understand that discipline is actually about freedom. The discipline to work out regularly gives you the freedom of a healthy, strong body. The discipline to save and invest money gives you the freedom of financial security. The discipline to build skills gives you the freedom of career options. Fifth, winners are incredibly resilient. They understand that setbacks, failures, and obstacles are not the exception, they're the rule. They don't expect the path to success to be smooth and easy. They expect it to be difficult and challenging, and they prepare themselves mentally and emotionally for that reality. When winners face setbacks, they don't take it personally. They don't see it as evidence that they're not capable of success. They see it as feedback, as information, as a necessary part of the process. They ask, what can I learn from this, instead of why is this happening to me? Resilience isn't about being tough all the time. It's about being able to bounce back quickly when things don't go as planned. It's about having the mental and emotional flexibility to adapt when circumstances change. It's about maintaining your vision and commitment even when your strategy needs to change. Sixth, winners understand the power of delayed gratification. They're willing to sacrifice what they want now for what they want most. They understand that the price of success is always paid in advance, and they're willing to pay that price. In a world of instant everything, instant communication, instant entertainment, instant gratification, the ability to delay gratification is becoming increasingly rare and increasingly valuable. Most people want results immediately, and when they don't get them, they quit and look for something else. Winners play the long game. They make decisions based on long-term consequences rather than short-term feelings. They plant seeds today that they may not harvest for years. They understand that compound interest doesn't just apply to money, it applies to habits, skills, relationships, and every other area of life. Seventh, winners surround themselves with other winners. They understand that you become like the people you spend the most time with. They're intentional about their relationships and associations. They seek out people who challenge them, inspire them, and support their growth. This doesn't mean they abandon friends or family who aren't as success-oriented. It means they're strategic about who they turn to for advice, who they spend their free time with, and who has influence over their thinking and decision-making. Winners also understand the importance of mentorship. They actively seek out people who have achieved what they want to achieve and learn from them. They're willing to pay for coaching, consulting, and guidance because they understand that the right mentor can compress decades of learning into years or even months. Eighth, winners are action-oriented. They understand that knowledge without action is worthless. They don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They take action based on the information they have and adjust course as they learn more. Winners have a bias toward action. When they're not sure what to do, they do something. When they can't decide between two options, they pick one and move forward. They understand that taking imperfect action is infinitely better than taking no action at all. They also understand that clarity comes through action, not through thinking. You can't think your way to clarity, but you can act your way to clarity. The path reveals itself as you walk it, not before you start walking. Ninth, winners are focused. In a world full of distractions, the ability to focus on what matters most is a superpower. Winners don't try to do everything. They identify the few things that will create the biggest impact and focus relentlessly on those things. They understand that saying yes to one thing means saying no to everything else. They're comfortable with missing out on good opportunities because they're committed to great opportunities. They don't fear missing out, they fear missing the point. Focus isn't just about what you choose to do, it's about what you choose not to do. It's about elimination as much as it is about selection. Winners are ruthless about eliminating activities, commitments, and relationships that don't serve their goals. 10th, winners have a clear vision of what they want and why they want it. They don't just have goals, they have a compelling vision that pulls them forward even when things get difficult. They know not just what they want to achieve, but why that achievement matters to them. This vision serves as their North Star, guiding their decisions and actions. When they're faced with choices, they ask, does this move me closer to my vision or further away from it? When they're tempted to quit, they remember why they started. When they're feeling lost, they return to their vision for direction. The secret to winning in life isn't about finding the right strategy or technique. It's about becoming the kind of person who executes strategies effectively and consistently. It's about developing the internal qualities that make external success inevitable. You don't need to be born with these qualities. You don't need to wait for them to develop naturally. You can choose to develop them starting today. You can decide to become a winner before you start winning. You can transform yourself internally and watch your external circumstances transform as a result. The secret to winning in life is simple, but it's not easy. It requires commitment, consistency, and courage. It requires you to change not just what you do, but who you are. It requires you to become comfortable with being uncomfortable, because growth always happens outside your comfort zone. But here's the beautiful thing. Once you develop these qualities, once you become a winner internally, winning becomes your natural state. Success becomes inevitable, rather than accidental. You don't have to chase success, it chases you. The secret to winning in life is becoming a winner. Everything else is just details.